Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Nikke video. So the killer wife, the D killer, is finally here, and her skill kit actually looks very impressive. She literally just went FU to all the current burst 1 users and said, you know what, volume, get out of here, you're being dethroned. Yes, that's right. So let's go over her skills and why her cooldown reduction and all the things she brings to the table is going to make her the premier burst 1 unit alongside Litter, and Dorothy, in my opinion. So for a union raid, solo raid, of course we're gonna see a new face in town, or a new booba, because those are humongous now. Oh my god, the upgrade, the boofification, the booflation, whatever you call it. Anyhow, burst 1 supporter type, and using a sniper rifle, she gains a passive which activates after she attacks with full charge for 3 times. So again, this is part of Shiftless push to, I would say, quote-unquote, allow auto snipers to do its work within reason, right? They talked about how, you know, if you play on auto, it shouldn't be that big of a difference versus manual. So again, full charge is the key word here, similar to units like Red Hood. So gains Pierce for 1 round, and also activates when entering full burst, affects all allies with a sniper rifle, so Pierce damage increases by 13.55. And like I said, with Red Hood, who does piercing damage, there's also Alice, so all of these units that do piercing damage will now get a further, and this as part of the damage calculation is going to be at the end, right? Because it's pierce damage, which is a damage increase as part of the formula. Versus, you know, attack and stuff like that, or even crit damage is worst. But yes, this is going to be DI, direct damage increase. So piercing and sniper rifle, so quite good right off the bat. And also second skill is a passive, activates when attacking with full charge for 8 times. So this is the biggest thing, affects all allies and decreases the burst skill cooldown by 7 seconds, right? And this triggers, and 8 times, someone did the math, I believe, and this will trigger every cycle. So if you compare to the current #1 OG support, Litter's burst 1, right? 2.34 plus 2.7 plus 3. So this is almost Litter's level of cooldown reduction by just firing 8 times at full charge, which is insane. And you can just leave her on auto, she'll full charge, she'll fire it off, and then you get that cooldown. So this is what I mean by as a burst 1, she's definitely going to look better than volume, right? So you're gonna have the leader potentially moving back with the bunny girls, and then having killer wife with Tianaga. So also, that's not it, she also has more. Activates when attacking with full charge for 5 times, affects all allies, and attack damage increases by 5%. So this is 5% DI again, which is quite good. Even more high value than just a flat percentage attack increase. This is attack damage increase. So overall, this second skill is already making her a premier unit. So this is really good to see. I wish this stacked. So after 5 attacks, you know, you gain the attack damage buff, and then it stacks up to, let's just say, 3 times, so 15% DI. But you know what, that would be too much. That would be way too strong. She's not limited, right? And you can wishlist her as well. So yeah, really good unit. So let's take a look at the burst skill. Kill the target, kill the D, cooldown 20 seconds, affects enemies nearest to the crosshair and deals damage a final attack, and inflicts wipeout. So it's obviously better when you're fighting bosses, because no worries about the AI kind of hitting a random enemy spawn rather than the boss, so not triggering this. But yes, against the bosses, this will always trigger on the boss target, and inflicts wipeout when activates when allies' normal attack hits a certain area of the target afflicted with wipeout, affects allies. So I guess when your allies hit the target that has this debuff, so buff takes effect depending on the area hit. Allies that hit the body parts, damage dealt in when attacking the core increases, and the allies that hit the body, attack increased by casters. So this is very interesting. If you have an enemy that has obviously body and parts, does that mean, you know, when you hit the enemy and you have pierce, right? Are you gonna trigger both at the same time? That means you get a 12.19% of caster's attack buff on top of the core damage buff, and that's why I think she's gonna be so good with Tianaga, who specializes in core damage, throwing in Red Hood and stuff like that. Like, this team is gonna look so insane, right? I know I want Alice in there as well, but let's just say Alice goes with Scarlet Black Shadow, because they're so good together. You put in Maxwell instead, and the core damage is gonna be off the roof, or even, you know, Modernia. But really, it depends on your team build. But this is already looking to be an overloaded kit, because if you look at volume comparison, the current top tier unit Volume herself, she has the CD down, but the rest, the skill kit are just really mid. Like the crit stuff is whatever, but this, she's got DI, she's got straight up core damage DI, the damage increase for that, and then on top of that, attack buff and more piercing damage. And oh my, like overall, this kit looks really strong. I like it. And not to mention, that's right, she's got the booba veins. Yes, those things are humongous. Holy crap, and look at that design. Okay, now, if the skills haven't convinced you to pull her yet, this will. Let's take a look at the animation, okay? First of all, look at this triangle. This is the holy trinity of the see-through triangle. Oh my god. And again, if the skills haven't convinced you, look at this dumpster of a truck in the back. Oh my Jesus Lord Almighty. Anyhow, I will be pulling multiple copies. We'll be doing stream right when the patch drops. I probably will max limit break her because, you know, with the new treasure system and all that good stuff, and also the fact that she will scale off of her own attack, so max limit break means more bond levels and all of that. She's just top tier. Look at that waifu tier skill and animation. Oh my god. And of course, holy. Anyhow, Smi's here, and I think I've said enough. So I'll see you guys on stream. We'll be pulling multiple copies of her. And yes, this is a humongous bait before the anniversary. We'll get anniversary news this month most likely. So yeah, they're gonna bait us hard with the information. But I mean, I can't not pull for her. I mean, why do we even play this game if we skip someone like D, the D Destroyer? I mean, D Killer Wife. Anyhow, it's TimaeuSS here, and I'll see you guys on the live stream or the next video. Goodbye now.